Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another Redstone video, and today we're going to be taking a look at something relatively interesting. About a couple months ago I did a video on what was known as the Redstone Nether Cube. Now the idea behind that thing was that it was a self-igniting Nether Cube. You can flick the lever, all of the portals will turn on, then you can flick the lever off and all of the portals will turn off. I thought it was pretty cool and you guys absolutely loved it. I was really surprised at the response to that one, so I was messing about with some redstone the other day and I managed to come up with a new design where all of the redstone is down beneath the ground. I personally think it looks really quite cool, so let's take a closer look. So just like the previous design, all we have to do is flick this lever right here, and as you can see, all of the nether portals are ignited. Now as you just saw there is a slightly different method of ignition. Unfortunately this can't use flint and steel because that wouldn't really work in this situation. Instead it has to use fire charges, which I'm well aware is extremely expensive. It's a very expensive way to ignite the nether portals, but you know, this is the sort of thing that you build when you already have a large number of resources. But anyway, in terms of the taking out of the nether portals, that's exactly the same. It uses waters dispensed from these dispensers right here, and the cool thing about this design is the fact that the water is dispensed extremely quickly, so as you just saw, it doesn't flood all over the shop because that looks really quite terrible. Now in terms of the redstone behind this thing, I have to say I'm pretty chuffed with myself on this one. I feel like I've done a really good job. As you can see, all of the redstone fits within the footprint of the nether cube itself. So we have all of the borders of the nether cube and there is no redstone spilling out from this one and it just fits within. I think it's just like a really cool looking module of a design, and I was a little bit rusty, you know, it was just after the Christmas period. It had just gone through all of the celebrations, everything like that, so I hadn't done redstone or played Minecraft for a couple of days. And coming back to it, I was like, oh, this is going to be a bit of a struggle because this is a relatively complicated redstone contraption, sort of. There's a few timing circuits and things to work out, but I managed to come together and actually create, after quite a bit of hard work, a really compact design that works really quite nicely. So as always, there will be a world download for this one down in the description, but if you want to build it, let's crack on with that tutorial. So you want to get things started with a 5x5 area, and the first thing we're going to do is create our dispenser circuit. So you want to place a block like this, lever on that one, a redstone torch on either side of that, then you want to run a repeater out into a block with redstone dust like that, and a dispenser facing upwards, and also another dispenser over here facing upwards as well, and both of those are going to be filled up with fire charges, as you just saw right there. Then you want to run your redstone across like this, a repeater there, a block up like this with redstone dust right there, and once again a dispenser facing upwards with your fire charges on the inside, and another dispenser facing upwards right there, and that's going to have all of your fire charges in it, as you just saw once again. Next you want to head over to your input block right here, place two repeaters like this, sticky piston facing upwards with a block on top, and then we're going to do a tiny bit of slightly strange redstone circuitry here. So you want to place redstone going across like this, you want to take out that piece there and place a repeater set to 3 ticks. That's going to be going into a block, then you want an upside down half slab there, and then another block like this with redstone dust on top of all of those. Then you want to place a repeater running out like this into a block with redstone dust on top of that one, and that is going to be powering all of these dispensers. And finally, it is time to do all of the important bits now. So you want to place blocks going all the way up like this, and you want to create like an area going around all of these. Then you want to place in your actual nether portal itself. So you're just going to place blocks in like this, going right the way around, all the way around like that. And yes, occasionally you might have some fire charges being dropped out simply because of the dispensers being updated. Then you want to go 3 blocks up like this and just create your entire nether cube just like that using your obsidian. I'm going to make my way around there as well. And then finally we're going to place our dispensers with water buckets on the insides of them just like this right the way around here. So that's another one right there, and another one right there, and another one right there. And then you can fill in this block in the middle with a block, or I personally quite like the quartz slab in the center there. I think that looks really quite good. So now it's time for the moment of truth. First off, we flick this lever, and as you can see, our water is dropped out. It was like a slightly different sequence there, but then we flick the lever once again. You can see that all of our nether portals have been lit up by our fire charges there, and when we flick the lever once again, the water is dropped out. So there we have it, ladies and gents. We have created ourselves a hipster self-lighting nether cube, which I personally think looks rather quite good. But unfortunately, that's all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.